Yeah. What's up, y'all? Welcome to another week of open sessions on the Al York Sports Show. So much going on, man. Just so much going on, and hopefully a lot of you guys tune in today. It's just a hectic time in life right now. It's just a lot of shit bouncing off my mind, man. But before I start anything today, before I start my show, I want to start with a special salute and rest in peace to Kobe B. Bryant of the LA Lakers. I'm going to show shit again because the NBA is back. So I feel it's only right, since the NBA is back, to start it off with a Kobe Bryant, which kind of a lot of people already kind of forgot about him, but I ain't forget about him. Not my favorite player, but I do got a lot of love for Kobe B. Bryant, and I felt it's only right to set my show off with Kobe B. Bryant. And with that, let's get it started. Shout out to the East Coast, West Coast, Midwest, Las Vegas, New York City, LES to the death, Triple H Entertainment, Syndicate Radio TV, D Beeman, One Voice, to my beloveds, the Secret Weapon, the Specialist, the Dog Catcher, and Credit Fix. Never too late to get your credit fix. IG me, inbox me, email me at al.newyork@yahoo.com. Like I said, y'all, appreciate everybody for taking time out, especially on this busy Friday. A lot of sports going on, and to tune into my show. And like I said, I'm only going to try to give y'all nothing but the best to help you guard. And we got the Dog Catcher coming on early for free picks. There's 2 baseball games that tee off at 9:40 Eastern, 6:40 Pacific. We're going to give y'all about 2 to 3 plays. Cash out, make your money, do what y'all got to do, man. All right, first topic of the day. Basically, the NBA's back. You know, thank God the NBA's back. I'm hoping we could get through a whole season. There's a couple of sports that I got my doubts about that we're going to talk about later on in the show. But right now, the NBA's back, and it's good because whatever baseball is lacking, NBA should be able to cover it. And, of course, UFC is still out there, and all your golfers and swimming and whatever you guys like, a lot of that stuff is still out there. In other news, MLB baseball, the Philadelphia Phillies have canceled all activities at Citizen Ballpark this whole weekend. They got a staff member and a coach that caught coronavirus, just like kind of we all knew, because if the Marlins had 12 to 17 members that got it, and they played a whole weekend series at Philadelphia, what make you think the Phillies wasn't going to catch it? So right now, as of right now, they said no players got it in Philadelphia, but I know for sure there's going to be a couple that got it, because like I said, they was all around the Marlins in that series, and 17 members of the Marlins got it. So to me, definitely a couple of the players are going to get it. But as of right now, nothing's popping up as far as coronavirus from the ball players on the Philadelphia Phillies. And in other news in baseball, also the St. Louis Cardinals got 2 that had positive corona tests that failed. So now the Cardinals now canceled today's game. I think they're going to still play tomorrow. But Manfred's going to have to make a big decision, because it's been like 8 days that baseball started, and we already got like 4 teams that had to cancel games because of 2 teams having the corona stuff, and now the Cardinals got 2 members. And at this rate, I hate to say it, baseball's not going to last, man. And I hate to say that because a lot of us are juked into it. I'm definitely juked into it, but it might be all for nothing, because that, like I said, if they don't come up with a master plan, they cannot continue that every time a team has a member that has it, they cancel 3 to 4 games. MLB is going to be too backed up for that. Right now, they backed up. So all that's going to do is draw them back, and Manfred's going to have to pull a switch on the season, unfortunately. In other news, let's go to the NFL, the more positive news. The Houston Texans are working real hard to sign Deshaun Watson and to give him an extension. They know they got to sign a man. If they don't re-sign Deshaun Watson, Houston better forget about it for the next 5-10 years. This guy's a proven winner out of college in Clemson. He's got a winning record right now with the Texans. Matter of fact, he's a 24-13 career as a starter for the Houston Texans. And, you know, he's been playing since 2017. He's been under contract. He's getting $3.8 million this year. Next year, he's only going to get $4.4 million, which is absolutely nothing for a quarterback of his caliber and the way he's been winning and playing. So payday is coming up for Deshaun Watson. The thing is, does he want to stay in Houston to continue this on? Because me personally, after what the coach did to him, you know, getting rid of D-Hop, which was his best receiver, was a bad look. But they end up recouping with Brandon Cook. And they also signed my boy Randall Cobb, who played with Green Bay and the Cowboys. So at least now he's got two guys that can amount to D-Hop. So now at least they're making moves for Deshaun Watson. But I just think they have to do this. If you the Texans and you want to stay positive and stay winning, you have to lock him down at least for 5 years. Okay, phones is open, 917-723-8264. My first call is going to call in about 2 to 3 more minutes. So let me chop on something else. Tampa Bay Buccaneers made a big, huge acquisition that I'm going to get into it later on in the show. But let me alert y'all what they did, and then later we're going to give the breakdown on the decision. Shady McCoy they reached out to Shady McCoy for a 1-year deal to go play with Tom Brady and etc. Now, like I said, it's a 1-year deal. I don't want to get too technical because me and my boys going to break this down. But a lot of y'all might think Shady got nothing in his tank. I know he's injury prone, but I think this is a perfect fit for LaShawn McCoy. At this stage of his career, just like last year with KC, but I felt that they was giving him the rock a little too much. They gave him the rock a little too much, you know, considering his age, etc. So he he got injured. Like I said, he's injury prone. You got to spot Spady now. You got to put him in certain spots. You cannot have him play a whole 3 downs. He's not built like that no more. But yes, he can be very, very, he could just execute. He could be very productive. He's still got a lot of this tank, but you cannot put him 3 down sets because he's very vulnerable right now at this stage of his career. Okay, guys, let's get these phone calls going. Let me see if I can call my man because he's probably tied up. Give me a minute here. Let me see if I can get to him first. Montgomery. Yeah, Montgomery's on the mound tonight, Hump. Indeed. I hope he gets something out of him. Dog catcher, what it is, baby?
What up, man? What's going on?
Okay, baby, listen, let's get these plays out real quick. It's only 9:08 Eastern, 6:08 Pacific. These games start about 6:40 and 9:40. These are give the people time to go put their bets in and do whatever they need to do to get this money. So let's start off with that before we get into anything else. Talk to them, baby.
I like Arizona first 5.
In baseball?
Yes, sir. Arizona Diamondbacks.
Okay.
Plus 105.
Okay, so you like basically what I told you earlier, correct? The first 5 innings?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I like that, and I like the over on the game.
Okay, so there y'all got it. We got Arizona Diamondbacks. Dog catcher likes them first 5 straight up. If you guys can get the plus hook and the minus hook, meaning like plus a half, like if it's a tie ball game, I'd rather give that out. It's at minus 125. Dog catcher, what is it straight up without the hook?
Without the hook, it's plus 105.
Okay, so you can get Arizona either or. Dog catcher's giving them straight up at plus 105. I'm giving them plus a half, which means if it's a tie game, let's say 3-3 4-4-1-1-0-0 after 5 innings, you win with my pick. But if, dog catcher saying they're going to win straight up, he's on the money. You know how he get down. That's the first play. Snakes, first 5. What's the second one? The over?
Yeah, I like the over on the game.
Okay, well, we got 9.5.
9.5.
Okay, so there y'all go for your free picks, gentlemen. And ladies and gentlemen, you got over 9.5. The over on the Arizona Dodger game. Like I said, it starts at 9:40 Eastern, 6:40 Pacific. We giving y'all the over 9.5. And the first 5, whatever makes y'all more comfortable. I got them plus a half. Dog catcher just got them straight up. So those are your 2 free plays, and I will continue to repeat them as more people channel in. What's up?
Let's go. My bad. I got Boston on the money line. I'm tripping. Boston Celtics.
Okay.
6-5 for the Greek Freak. He just did an offensive foul. It's tied game. Boston got the ball with a minute left.
Oh, okay. So you got some action riding right now. You know what I mean? So you ready to tune in, or you looking at the game?
Oh, yeah. No, we on.
Okay, listen, I want to talk about eSport with you and your opinion on what's going to be the outcome. We're going to start with MLB baseball. Do we have a complete season? Does it finish? Or what happens? Tell the people your opinion on what's going to happen with MLB as far as it finishing due to the coronavirus pandemic.
I don't think it's going to finish because they don't have the structure. They still traveling to 2 or 3 cities in a week, or 1 or 2 cities, different cities in a week, and we don't know what they're doing around their people that they know and bringing it back to the clubhouses. And Manfred already said that if he has one more breakout, then he's probably forced to shut the season down anyway. He's already getting enough pressure by the press or the media right now, so I don't think that they're going to have a clean season from here on out. He mentioned as soon as Monday, actually. So if there's another more positive test through this weekend, then we can see it into baseball as soon as Monday.
Well,
but,
I agree. And what up, Shug? This is the thing that messes me up, is that we have baseball for like 8 days, correct?
Right.
Already 3 teams got positives, individuals, whether it's trainers, staff members, players, etc. Copy?
Right.
So, okay, hold up. Charles Cordero said players union didn't want players to get tested daily. Charles Cordero, they structure's fucked up, regardless what it is. The only thing I like what they did was they kept the fans out the stadiums. That was about the smartest thing. But right now, I hate to say it, baseball's set up to fail. Would you agree with me, Dog Catcher?
I agree with you. I do.
Yeah, and like I said, it's 8 games. They're playing 60 games, and I forgot how many days. And when you back up, like all these series, like the Marlins is going to be backed up. The Phillies now are going to be backed up. And St. Louis, they said they're going to play tomorrow. That's not even in ink yet. Today they canceled today's game. Let's just say, crying out loud, they take the whole weekend away. Then what are you going to do? Play double hitters every day? I mean, it's already a shortened season where pitchers are going to have to overwork. And I understand the rosters are bigger. I understand that. But I don't care. At a 30-man roster, it's still not going to be enough to make up these games, Dog Catcher. You feel me?
Right. I agree with you.
So what's your final take on the MLB? What's your final take on the MLB?
If it did finish or just...
Yeah, your final take. Is it going to... How long you think it's going to last?
I'd say we won't go past August.
Okay.
A lot sooner than that, but, I mean, they might tighten up for a little bit, but somebody might slip up. So I say we won't go past August.
So August, your prediction? I'm gonna say by game, no later than game 30. I mean, it might be way before that, but I think 30 might be the max. unless something comes up, some type of miracle comes up where they figure out a way how to stop the bleeding. Because right now, baseball is bleeding a lot.
Right.
Because when you got that Marlins, just that total breakout alone was some bad luck for the MLB. And now you got one team that got two and another team that got two. So if they can stop the bleeding somehow, then I can see the season continuing. But I hate to say it, this wound looks kind of big, bro. So I'm going to call.
They don't have a Band-Aid. They don't have a Band-Aid to stop the bleeding. That's the truth.
Yeah, because what's going to happen, Dog Catcher, if they continue at this rate to continue to play, this is going to open up doors for all type of lawsuits, man.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? And that's not what baseball wants. This is why, from the beginning, I told you guys, I didn't want sports. As much as I'm a fanatic, I was afraid for something like this to happen. Start, don't be able to finish, leave off with a black eye. Because this is going to be a big black eye to Manfred, man. It's a black eye right now for him. Because the way he structured it, obviously was horrible. It was horrible. And with that, I don't want to overkill. I'm going to say no more than 30. I hope I'm wrong. I hope they get a remedy because I do want to continue to watch baseball, but not under these circumstances. Not under these circumstances. So something dramatic has to happen. Now I'm going to ask you the same question for the NBA.
I think they finished. I think that they took a personal interest to follow the guidelines, follow the rules, and I mean 2 weeks in a row, no slips. So I definitely think that they're doing everything they can to prevent it from getting in that bubble, and I think as long as there's no visitors in the bubble, then I think they're in good shape.
I would have to agree with you. I wasn't too big that this took place. Where was it at? In Miami or Florida? Where exactly?
It's in Orlando.
Okay, it's in Florida. That was a bad area for me to take it to. But you know what? If they're keeping it out of the bubble, it makes all sense. And the only thing I'm worried about the bubble is that if it's in the bubble, you got to totally shut down the NBA. You understand what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, it's a pinball machine.
That's
it. Pinball machine inside the bubble.
If that corona is anywhere in that bubble, it's not like the baseball that they can continue to play and continue to try to make, like late moment adjustments. No. If that shit is in the bubble, total shutdown. That's why I was, against the bubble. But if they don't let it get in, like you said, I think they can finish the whole season. So I'm going to give NBA, in my opinion, the best opportunity as far as, the big sports, as far as baseball, football, and basketball goes. Not UFC, but, those sports. I think they got the best opportunity to finish the season. You agree or disagree?
Oh, yeah. That's because they're all in one spot.
Right.
It's like they're all living with each other in a big-ass house.
You know what I'm saying? You ain't lying. Like a village. It's like a village. And like my man Noah Parker said, that's not going to work for all of them. Because you got, especially the NBA. NBA got a lot of players. They got dudes that like to go to the nightclubs and all that. And not to blow up my man, Sweet Lou Williams. Oh, man. He went, I think if I recall, he went to a death. But then it carried on into a strip club. That kind of fucked me up. Now that kind of got me really second guessing, if his intentions was really to see the body. You know what I'm saying?
What got me said, he said it wasn't him, he wasn't there, and then they saw the footage,
right.
The pics, and then he was done then.
Yeah. Charles Hockey also is doing it right. They moved it elsewhere. But I meant, between football, basketball, and baseball. But good point there, Cordero. And we're going to have you on the show real soon. But, but like I said, I'm going to run with the NBA having the best opportunity. And now since I'm back to the NBA, I hate to do this, but I'm going to do this. Do you reconsider your championship team, or you sticking with what you said already, dog catcher?
Oh yeah, I'm. Once I say it, that's it.
Okay, tell the peoples again who's gonna win the NBA Finals in the dog catcher's opinion.
I think it's going. I think the Houston Rockets gonna win it all.
Okay, I got him as a sleeper, but I don't got him to win it all. I got him as a sleeper. But listen, I hate to contradict myself. I gave out the Clippers early. I think this team here is going to win it. This is why I kind of wore this outfit. Lakers champions, and then to salute to Kobe Bryant. I think Kobe's going to have something to do with them winning it this year. I think LeBron's going to try everything in his power because we all know he's ring chasing. Even though I gave out the Clippers early in the year, my heart tells me that the Lakers are going to win. And I know you're against that, and that's the beauty about sports. That's the beauty about our friendship, that even though we disagree a lot, it doesn't change our friendship. It's just sports.
Absolutely.
That's just the way sports is. But I hate to say it, I think the Lakers are going to win. If anybody disagree with me or agree with me, put your comments. I can see them. But dog catcher, so you're not reconsidering?
No, I mean, no, I'm not. I'm just not going to do that. I'm just going to stick. I'm going to follow the money. I win, lose, or draw. You know.
Right.
That's how I get down. Win, lose, or draw.
Yeah, and I love that you stay to your guns. A lot of people don't know that you gave out the Washington Nationals where people was looking at you like you was crazy. I didn't look at you like you was crazy, only because I know they had an ill pitching staff. And in baseball, if you could get hot at the right time with the staff that they possess and the hitters that they possess, I didn't look at you crazy. I just didn't think they were going to win. I couldn't see them getting through the Dodgers, which they did, and they came back late in a lot of them games. So another thing Washington had that a lot of teams lack in playoffs, etc., is they caught that magic. A lot of teams in sports, like the Giants when they won the Super Bowl, when they were wild cards, they caught that magic late.
The Ravens.
The Ravens. I wouldn't say the Ravens with Ray Lewis, you mean, right? Not last year, right?
When they beat the Niners.
Okay.
The Niners.
But especially the G-Man. The G-Man, I think, pulled it off twice, where they were underdogs every fucking game, and they went to the chip and won the chip, and were underdogs in the Super Bowl against the Pats. And you see what they did to TB12. And I know Humphrey's happy about that because he hates TB12. And Chuck Thomas is probably mad at that. But it's just, they caught the magic, and that was a great pick. Though I didn't take it. I thought the Dodgers would win. But I'm calling it right now. I think if the baseball finish, Dodgers win it this year. I just think they.
Oh, you like the Dodgers?
Yeah, I like the Dodgers. I think the fact of the 60-game season, I think it's going to be where they win, and everybody's going to hate saying that it was a short season. They don't deserve it. I think they're going to win that way. I hate to say it. I just think that's the way they're going to win, bro.
Them boys loaded over there, man.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And I'm a Yankee fan, so a lot of people might look at me, Al, what you talking about? You got the Yankees, they're starting out 4-1. They're coming out the gate. Yankees looking great right now early in the season. I can't front. But I just think the Dodgers should have won one of those two series, so I think they win this year. But listen, not to leave track.
You ready who I like? You ready who I like in MLB, man?
Yeah, take your baseball take now.
You want me to go 2-0? 2-0 back-to-back years, man?
Yeah, talk to them, baby.
Give me them damn cheaters, man. Give me them Houston Astros.
You want the Astros?
Give me them damn Astros. The one that got rid of Garrett Cole. They're gonna do the same shit that Nats did when Bryce Harper walked and left. They won the championship. Same thing about to happen to the Houston Astros. Watch this. Watch.
I like your theory.
They're gonna do that.
But listen,
then they gonna do
listen.
What they did, what the Patriots did. How they cheated and they start winning after. They're gonna do the same shit. They still got a good team.
I wouldn't put
I
the
like
Astros. Look, I wouldn't put the Astros with the Patriots. Patriots been
Yeah, they
doing it
both
too
cheated.
long. Look at Patriots been doing it too long, dog. They kind of earned their way to cheat, if that makes sense. I mean, listen, I ain't with the cheating, but they kind of earned their way to cheat. You know what I'm saying? They've been winning all those division titles, etc. They really America's team, even though the Cowboys are labeled that. The Patriots were until Brady left. But
Yeah.
you got the
Yeah, that's
Astros.
true.
I'm gonna say Dodgers. I'm not really coming out the hat. It's not like it's a special pick. I just think it's their year. Just like I think it's the Lakers' year, though I gave out the Clippers. Does that make sense? So if the Clippers win,
I'm with you.
if the Clippers win, I get half a credit for giving it out early. But I don't want full credit because I'm kind of like saying they're not going to win now. But I did give it out. So whoever played it, I'm sorry how I feel about it now. But I'm just keeping it 100. I just think it's just straight up made for the Lakers to win this year if they can finish. And plus LeBron James, yeah, he's chasing. But listen, let's go to my next question. We got a couple minutes left. NFL. Same question in the NFL.
I think they finished because I think that MLB was the crash dummies or the play dummies to find out what's going on or what they can or cannot do. NFL is somewhat similar to MLB because they're not going to play in the bubble. However, baseball, you travel into one or two different cities a week. Football is just one city, if not one every other week, because you might have a home game.
That's a great point. That's a great point right there.
I think that the NFL is going to finish. I think they're going to do it.
Okay. As of right now, I'm against your opinion, especially if they put the crowds in like they trying to do. NFL
25%.
Yeah, they trying to put the peoples in there. I don't care if you put 10% in there. The more people that enter that stadium, the higher the percentage goes up of somebody getting corona. These are facts numbers. It ain't something I'm teaching y'all. It's just facts. The more the merrier. I would love football to finish. Football is actually my best sport to gamble and my best sport to watch, though I love baseball growing up, and baseball will always be my heart. But I think football kind of took it late. You know what I mean? Just like that girl you loved your whole life, but then you end up breaking up with her, and then you give the new girl everything that the old girl deserved. That's football. You know, and I just don't think they're going to finish. Like I said, something dramatic has to happen. Some type of new planning. I don't know what they could do. I mean, what else can they do? I mean, you tell me. That's why I think the bubble has the best chance, because the bubble is like a force field. It's like trying to keep everything out. As long as the guys in the inside of bubble don't go out and then bring it in, they should be all right. But baseball and football, man, like you said.
Summer camp. It's like some summer camp shit. Like how we used to play when we was young, and we go stay in a hotel for a couple days and play in one place like a tournament. They just doing it at an extended time.
Yo, hold up, dog. Charles Cadero said agreed, unless they give out astronaut suits at the door. That's some funny shit. Like the suit they had on in the movie Outbreak. Remember Outbreak? Yeah, but I'm saying, yo, my man, we're laughing now. It's not really a laughing matter, though a lot of people don't believe in the coronavirus. Noah Parker being one of the main ones. Where till today he say this is bullshit, that they making a big thing out of it. I'm going to let him slide because he's a young dude. In reality, Noah's only like 31, 32. I just say he just don't know no better. I love my little brother, but I've been trying to put him in his head that this corona shit is live and is real, dogs. I know because it hit home. When it hits home, meaning my people I know, people that I love, and when they tell me that they was breathing different, they was feeling different, and that they felt like the shit was going to take them out, you ain't got to tell me nothing else, dog. You really ain't got to tell me nothing else. But, dog catcher, we got 1 minute. So your last thing on the NFL, what is it? Yes or no?
I think they do finish. I think they get it done because they're last to go. NBA, baseball, they're sitting back watching what works, what doesn't work, and they'll have procedures and protocol to make sure that they give America what they want, basically, the distraction. NFL.
Right. And the NFL's been lucky because they finished the Super Bowl right before this whole shit started.
Right.
Though a lot of people said it was out already, but we wasn't alert of it. You know what I mean? We wasn't on point yet. You understand me? So they finished Pat Mahomes beating Frisco 49 right before this shit got crazy, and they're fortunate to be the last team because now they could look at everybody, that all the mistakes that baseball's making, that basketball's making, and hopefully they could come up with something better where they could finish the season. So I'm going to say football makes it happen, but with a dramatic change. If they don't make a change, I think it owns the finish. I think a change is going to be made, and I think they'll finish it.
Who do you like to win it all?
In football?
Yeah.
Damn.
Who do you like?
Gun in my head?
Gun to your head.
Shit. I'm going to have to run with the champions. I don't see. Yeah, I'm going to have to run with the champions. I mean, you take gun in my head. I wasn't prepared for this. I know I'm supposed to be prepared for anything, but I haven't really looked into that. All I know is that Chuck Thomas, Tampa Bay Buccaneers ain't winning. That's all I know for sure.
Oh, yeah.
The Bucs are not winning. But I'm going to go with the champions now, but that's not going to be my certified pick because right now this is a gun to the head. Now, as the season starts and I start really doing my homework, really, getting tuned in, then I'm going to give you my real pick. But as of right now, gun in my head, no papers in front of me, no nothing, I'm going to say the champions repeat the Kansas City Chiefs. Copy?
Okay. Oh, yeah. You can't go wrong with the champs.
Okay, now, I'm going to give you the picks again for me and the dog catcher. Arizona and the Dodgers over 9.5. The game starts in approximately 8 minutes. You got 8 minutes to get it in. First 5 innings, he like them straight. I like them plus the half, which is called the run line. First 5 innings, plus the half. So if it's a tie, you still win. So either way, you can't go wrong. Those are the 2 free picks for today. Dog catcher, thank you as always. And I'll talk to you soon, my brother.
All right, always love, man.
Always love, baby. I'll see you in a minute, baby. All right, dog catcher, baby. All right, guys, keep posting your questions on. Whatever I can get to, I'm going to get to. Let me see what they got here. I got to wear a mask. Coaching Chuck Thomas. Jesse Gambino said 35 is real. Hold on, let me see if I might have missed anything here. Karen Boy, I see you, baby. Okay, let me try to call my second caller who tried to call. This guy really messing me up. He doesn't pick up the pre-call. Okay, we got somebody else. Hold up. Hello. Hello.
What's good? This is Jesse Gambino.
Welcome to the Al Your Sports Show. Jesse, what's going on, brother?
What's going on, my man?
Oh, man, you wasn't the caller I was expecting, but you know what? It is what it is, so let's take you on. What you got in mind today, brother? What do you got in mind today?
I got a few things. First, you got business.
You got to speak up, brother. You got to speak up.
By Monday, there will be no baseball. By end of business Monday, there will be no baseball.
Did you hear this from a source, or this is just your opinion?
Basically, what was just breaking news to ESPN is Rob Manfred told the MLB Network and a bunch of other team owners to be prepared to schedule different TV shows on Monday, which means by Monday, there won't be any baseball.
Which I understand. At this rate, this the route you got to go. I mean, to be honest with you, if this was Adam Silver, he would have called it off already. You seen Adam called it off with just one positive test and Rudy Gobert of the Utah Jazz. Baseball got at least, what is it, like 84 and 100 individuals already? And since the season started, about 20? So,
Absolutely.
and it's going to be more because, like I said, whoever the Marlins came across, it's just going to be a matter of time before them symptoms pop up. A matter of time.
Which leads me to my next chain of events and saying that there will be no college football or the NFL.
Right,
which
right.
is heartbreaking to say, but I don't think they're going to do that. I don't think the NFL is going to, with the social climate that is going on in the world, as well as this pandemic, I don't think the NFL is going to start the season. I don't think they're going to be foolish enough to start the season only to have to cancel it.
I disagree with you. Money talks. So they're going to make a run at it. Now, whether they finish, that's another story. The NFL is going to make a run at it. They see it like this. If they, let's say they get 7 games in, they're going to make so much TV money. Because, it's a business at the end of the day. As much as we want to say, they love the people's first, it's a business, man. And if NFL could just run off, let's say 7 or 8 games, all televised games, and with the capacity, what they saying, 25%, 20%, believe it or not, they can make money to cover their whole overhead for the year, bro. That's how popular and how demanding football is. But I agree with you.
I agree.
Look, I agree with you. Unless something dramatic happens, I don't see them finishing the season.
Well, I think college is going to cancel itself.
Oh, definite. Definite.
By the week before college is going to cancel itself, and the night before the Thursday kickoff game, the NFL will cancel itself because it will have to do it like that. I mean, I believe it'll be down to the last wire. I don't think it'll be a situation where they're going to cancel it a week ahead or anything like that. They're going to wait until the very last minute.
Right.
But I do believe when the last minute does come, they're going to ultimately cancel it.
Okay, you're entitled to your opinion, and it's actually a good one because especially if baseball go down. I mean, if baseball go down, that's going to definitely affect the NFL, which is kind of taking the same route as baseball. Now, the NBA is different. The bubble, like I said, that bubble could be the greatest idea or it could be the worst idea. Why? Because like I said, if anything, one thing goes through that bubble, you have to shut the whole thing down. Unlike baseball. But if you can keep it out the bubble, then you can finish the whole season. And I kind of like how the games are looking. Even though they're playing on one floor, I love the setup. I love the fake fans. I could see this finishing. I really could. But like I said, it just can't enter the bubble. Now, what else you got for us, dog?
I am highly upset that the Dallas Cowboys did not pull the trigger on Jamal Adams for what they traded for Jamal Adams. And I'm going to explain to you why. Yes, the Seahawks gave the Jets 2 first-round picks.
Yeah.
But the Seahawks are going to be in the playoffs for the next 2 years.
Yeah, I broke that down. I broke that down in the video. It's like people really, they over-guessing it. They hearing first round. They like, wow, that's a lot. But when your pick is 27th, 28th overall, I mean, I'm not saying you can't get diamonds down there, but it's not like top 10, top 20. You understand me?
Right.
I mean, you could get, football is different than basketball. Basketball, usually after like the 8th pick, everything's a toss-up. Football, you get diamonds in the 3rd round. So I can understand where they coming to a degree, but to get a Jamal Adams, a ball hawk, a winner, a guy that can literally lead your defense and definitely help out, Bobby Wagner over there in Seattle. Seattle did what they had to do, and I totally respect it when they still got Russell Wilson in the prime of his years doing what he does. And now they got that defense. I'm not going to start to call them the Legion of Boom, but they can create something like a baby boom, something similar to the Legion of Boom. Yeah, bro.
It's a 3-team horse race in the NFC right now with Tampa Bay, Dallas Cowboys, and now the Seattle Seahawks. Because I don't think San Francisco is going to be good at all. Kyle Shanahan is never good after losing in a Super Bowl, as we've seen in Atlanta. He just blows up, which I'm expecting him to do in San Francisco this year. Arizona will be better, but they're not going to be beating Seattle this year. So Seattle is now just put themselves...
Hold on. Before you move on, let me make it clear. I totally disagree with you. The 49ers are going to be a problem. They're a problem every year. When you got the talent that San Francisco got, especially with 5 to 6 first-round individuals and high-pick first round, not no 30th pick, they got picks from like 1 to 20 all on that line. And not to mention, they just traded Forster. What is it? The Buckner Forster, if I got his right correct. So he was also a monster, but they got a 13th overall for him. So they got a line. Jimmy Garoppolo, Jimmy G, it did not QB as good as he could have. So let's say he comes out this year, lights out. They're going to be the team to be in the NFC, bro. So how do you going to tell me that they ain't going to make no noise? How would you even say that?
Kyle Shanahan.
Dogs, let me tell you something about Kyle Shanahan.
He is trash.
Let me tell you something about him. No, listen. Let me tell you something about him. The guy's a genius. The moving parts, the offense he created. You can see once he left Atlanta what happened. If you can't tell how Atlanta offense dropped as soon as he left, and they still had all their weapons, Julio, Matty Ice, they had all them guys still over there. Freeman, they wasn't the same team. The knock on Kyle Shanahan is that he doesn't know how to close games. Something happens to him late in games. I don't know what it is. They don't know what it is. If you notice, he lost Atlanta the Super Bowl. It was his play calling. His play calling cost Atlanta, not to mention their defense just didn't show up in the second half against Tom Brady. But oh my God, when you got a field goal right in the taking to get a 9-point lead, it didn't matter what New England did, you cannot catch up with a touchdown and 2-point conversion. But you kept passing the ball where you took yourself out of field goal range and gave New England the ability to come back and tie it and beat you in overtime. And then not to mention the Super Bowl. You up 10 points. I'm watching that game with my partner, Noah Parker. We gave out KC. Let me tell you how official I keep it. We had a drive where we didn't score. I told Noah, yo, we lost, man. Niners are just dominating. They dominated. And in the last 5-6 minutes, soon as I told him that, I don't know what the fuck happened. Bad play calling. Mahomes getting hot. Receivers getting open by 20 yards. Tyreek Hill, when he threw that rainbow, there was no reason that should have been completed on 3rd and whatever it was, 16. All I'm saying is, at the end of the day, Kyle Shanahan does not know what to do when shit gets real on him. But yeah, bro, but he's not a bum coach. He produces.
I don't need to say anything else. You just made my argument for me.
Yeah.
You just made everything I was going to say for me. So
yeah, he's not a bum. He chokes. He's a choker. I'd rather go with the word choker. What up, Jonas?
That makes him a bum. And he's gonna have a bum. He's gonna have a bum.
Oh, well, listen. A lot of people gonna get mad when I say this. I see LeBron James as a choker in my book. I'm not saying he's not. Listen, I'm not saying he's not great. The guy is great, just like Shanahan is great in creating these offenses. And I'm not gonna say LeBron comes up short all the time because he don't. He has some superior series, superior finals, but in my book, I seen him lay down too much. And me being old school, a lot of the young cats is not going to relate to me. They're going to be like, yo, Al, what are you looking at? But the old cats are going to relate to me. Because the old cats know the only thing that matters is when you produce, when you have to produce. And he hasn't been able to do that. He produces everywhere else. Years played, average on points, average on assists, everything. But to go 3-6 in the championship and not to produce in at least 3 of those finals to your ability, that's what makes him a choker to me. And that's the way I'm breaking it down. But is he a scrub? Hell no. So when you say Shanahan sucks, I don't know where you get that though, bro. I really don't. But go ahead, you got 4 minutes. You got 4 minutes left.
He's got less championships than LeBron. So if LeBron's a joke artist, then God, Shanahan definitely sucks.
Oh, but Shanahan is a baby still. He's one of the youngest coaches in the NFL. And trust me, if he continues this regime with John Lynch and the way they thinking, where they trading parts right before, they want that big contract and getting them young, new thirsty individuals, the 49ers are going to be good for a lot of years because they were bad for a lot of years after the George Seifers and the Bill Washes of the games. So they became from great to really bad to now I think they're going to reach, I'm not going to say great, but very good. And they're going to be good for a lot of years.
They're gonna lose 3 games just in the division, 4 games just in the division alone, just on the strength of how tough their division is.
All right, but what that means, that they suck?
Oh, absolutely. Yes, because of Kyle Shanahan. Absolutely.
Jesse, I love having you on my show because your theory and the way you look at shit, you be driving me crazy. You almost make me laugh all the time, but go ahead, bro.
You just said it. You just said it yourself that Kyle Shanahan was a bum in Atlanta and allowed what transpired in Atlanta to transpire.
No, I didn't say he was a bum. I said he choked late. I said when he left.
Okay.
I said, look, when he left, their offense suffered over there. That's to tell you that the guy got sick offensively. Yeah.
What makes you think that he's going to do anything any differently than what he did in Atlanta when he allowed them to come back, when he allowed New England to come back from the greatest comeback in Super Bowl history? He didn't get any better. He only got worse with a bigger contract. That's all.
Well, I can't disagree with you now. You're 100% right. You would think after going through that humiliating Super Bowl, you up 28-3 with 7 minutes in the third quarter against TB12 and company. How the fuck you lose that game? Your team was supposed to be so fired up, like we're about to beat one of the best teams in the last decade or 2 decades, and you pull your foot off the pedal. I would figure that he had learned from that. So right now, your argument is more right than mine on this right here. But I just think... Hold on, I ain't finished. I think Lynch, who's a winner, John Lynch, I think him being up top and on top of him is gonna... I think he's gonna get through to him, and whatever he's lacking, I think eventually he'll get it in Shanahan, where Shanahan is gonna be a lot better if he ever gets in those situations again. But that's yet to be seen. I'm just assuming, and a lot of times I made an ass of myself by assuming, because if he does this shit again, you're going to be the first one to come to me. So I'm ready to accept the criticism, but I just hope that he really, he gets it going for himself, because he's too good of a coach to blow 2 Super Bowl leads the way he did. And, I mean, it's sad. He should have been 2-0
You
Super
just made
Bowl
my
play.
point.
Yeah.
He blew 2.
Yep.
Not 1, but 2 Super Bowl leads with 2 different teams.
Yep.
He blew 2. Not 1, but 2.
And I'm agreeing with you, but I'm not going to say he sucks. He's a choker. Like LeBron. LeBron don't suck. I just think he comes up short. Yeah.
Andy Reid is not a good, let me make this clear. Just because Andy Reid finally won a Super Bowl after his 5th time.
He was horrible before that. He was horrible.
Or his 2nd time, he's not a good coach. Let's not that Hawaiian shirt fool anybody into thinking that Andy Reid is a good coach. He's not a good coach. The theory that Andy Reid is a good coach is blasphemy. He's not a good coach.
Listen. Hold up. We're going to save that topic for this week. I want to get into that with you, Gambino. I want you to write it down on a pad. We're going to take care of that subject, but I got another caller. He's got 10 minutes. I got to get him on.
Be well.
Listen, that's a great topic. Write that down. And you got one of the 3 spots next Friday automatically because of that Andy Reid shit. I want to touch on that because you just made a great point. Copy?
Absolutely.
Okay, brother. So I'll talk to you.
Enjoy your weekend.
Great job, Gambino. Great job as always. And I'll talk to you soon.
Later, man.
All right, guys. Yeah, guys. Everybody tuning in, man. All I could try to do from my perspective is give y'all what you guys want. That's all I could do. And if I could do that, then we got something working. Next caller. Hello.
What's up, Al?
Chuck Thomas in the building. What's going on, baby? AKA
Shady said I got my shades on tonight. Let me talk to you a little bit about Shady McCoy.
No doubt. But listen, Chuck Thomas, AKA Buck Flair, AKA Chuck Arians, who's a true diehard coach of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And the reason why you had to call today, because I'm curious to find out from you the acquisition of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers of Shady McCoy, LaShawn McCoy, what this acquisition means to you, and what is he going to do to help Tom Brady and company? Your take.
Great question. Great feeling. And I think we all got to look at the depth of the Bucs running game right now. 3 players put on COVID. That's a new NFL thing. Whether they test or whether they're around somebody, there's 3 players that went out. So this signing really came down to, I want to play with Brady. I want to get that ring. The guy's 32 years old. He got the ring last year. About that,
which was a bullshit ring for him. Because he was out by week 13, and Shady did not. I don't think he did anything to improve that team the way I thought. I thought it was a perfect fit for him, going back with his old coach. His coach knows his strengths, his weaknesses, but he stole a ring last year. But go ahead, bro.
I agree with you with that one. But like you said, he only had like 480 yards on the season. But the thing that he brings is he brings the third down factor that we need as far as getting in the ball game, because we've talked about Ronald Jones. Ronald Jones had over 1,000 all-purpose yards last year. He's coming into his own. Every running back on the Bucs is like pretty much 22, 23, 24, 25, 26-year-old kids.
Right.
And now you're playing with a guy who's 43 years old, and he's used to that James White. He's used to those dump-off passes.
Yep.
But
check downs.
He got
2 check down guys.
Yeah, and we've talked about Dar from Wisconsin. He is the special teams captain, so he brings some depth to that running back.
Right.
So everything's looking good. I disagree with Jesse on the season being canceled and all that stuff. I mean, I just can't see the NFL has really done their part. And like you said earlier, it's a money business. It's money business. You know what I mean?
All day.
It's money business. And baseball, I don't want to get off topic, but anyway, I just pray that sports stays with us and for the safety of everybody. I'm getting ready to coach Little League Soccer. The fans are ready. The children are ready. Everybody's ready to get back to getting outdoors and playing some games. So I'm happy. Shady McCoy did his thing. I just want to make sure that that I play a little snippet of a little tune that when the Shady got signed, I found this little tune that I plan on playing on the Buck Flair show.
Right.
Just to share it with you, just a little small clip for you. All right.
Yeah, you always got something up your sleeve. Go ahead, bro.
There you go. We're gonna be playing some funky Shady stuff this season. I can already tell you. So I hope Shady. I hope Shady one can stay healthy and make the team and all that kind of good stuff. Because you just never know with Bruce what he got playing for everybody. You know what I mean?
Right. What I like about, listen, if Shady McCoy is healthy, I think that Tom Brady and Bruce Arians are gonna utilize him. It's hard to say this. They're gonna utilize him better than Andy Reid. It's hard to say that because Shady's been playing with Andy Reid for years with the Eagles. So you would think Andy Reid really knows him. But at the same time, you can't predict an injury. So I'm going to give Andy Reid the benefit of the doubt. I mean, look at when Mahomes blew out that kneecap, remember? I mean, it was nothing. What he did, a quarterback sneak, it looked like absolutely nothing, and his kneecap blew out. So to Andy Reid's, defense, I guess he tried to make it real good for Shady and not maybe, overplay him. But I've seen Shady play a lot of 3-down sets, and I don't think he's built for that. I think you just use him for 3rd down. If Tampa Bay just uses him for 3rd down, either draw plays, sweeps, or check downs. That's it. Shady still got all the moves. If you send all that receiving court that Tampa Bay got with the tight ends, etc., send everybody out deep, and you check down Shady he gonna down to that one linebacker. You already know that. It could be 3rd and 4, 3rd and 12. Shady's guaranteed to get through the one guy checking him. This is where I think he could be very effective, but you cannot have him on the field as much. I don't want to see Shady there on 1st down unless that's his only down of that drive. 1 down a drive, I'll give Shady. I think he's still got enough to get a few touchdowns, to be used as a decoy, and he's still got speed. But he's not built to play like 3 downs, even if it's every other series, Chuck. You understand me?
I got you.
Yeah, so I don't mean to overkill. I used to be a big fan of Shady, even though I was a Cowboy fan. But I used to love Shady McCoy coming out of Pittsburgh. I mean, the guy, he was just a real good back. Unfortunately, his injuries shot him down, like a lot of running backs. So does this help your team? You still undecided, or you think they're gonna cut him? One of the 3. Which one you got there, bro?
Well, I'm always happy to have an experienced guy like Shady in the backfield. I mentioned earlier, I think when we were on together, Devontae Freeman was a choice, but the money situation's tight with him.
Right.
And LaShawn is going to bring another weapon, another veteran, and then I look at AP. You know what I mean? People throw stones at AP. AP got his stuff together. A hard runner. Shady's a guy who comes out of the backfield, who's a finesse, kind of a jerk and shake kind of runner.
Reggie Bush. I see a lot of Reggie Bush and Shady McCoy.
Yeah, I just think that I think it's just going to add another element. I mean, think about this, Al. You keep saying we ain't going to win it, but I mean, when you throw Gronk, you throw Godwin, you throw Evans, and you got Brady, and you throw in the Brady and the O.J. Howards, and you throw in the Tyler Johnson kid from Minnesota, then you throw in Keyshawn Vaughn, you throw in Ronald Jones, you throw in LaShawn McCoy. I mean, the talent level
still ain't selling me, Chuck. And I'm gonna tell you what really, I'm gonna tell you what really hurted you. This still would have not changed my mind. But the fact of the pandemic, the guys are not able to be together as much. You understand what I'm saying? So you're gonna have a lot of new players on Tampa Bay that don't have a lot of reps together. And I know you think Brady could overcome that and all that, but dog, you know how hard it is to overcome that when you're not familiar with people. You're gonna see a lot of plays where Brady throws the ball and the receiver's going the other way. because they're not going to be able to build that continuity the way they would have if they would have had the off season together working 24/7. You understand me? And I think that kind of stuff is going to catch up to them. Now, they will win a lot of games because they are better than a lot of teams. But when you meet the teams that are going to match up with you, that been together, that gelled already, like, for instance, the Saints been together for years. You know, you got the Russell Wilsons. They've been together for years. I think these are the teams that will beat y'all come playoff time, not because you don't got the skill set, it's because you ain't built on the gel. That's why I say next year, watch out for your Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And you got anything else you want to say, lads? Because we finish our hour, Buck. You know I could do this all night, but time restraints doesn't let me. What else you got to say before we call it, bro?
I'm just going to say we can disagree, and woo, next time on the Al York Show. That's right.
Yes,
Catch
sir.
it.
Mr.
All right.
Buff Flair, yo, it's a pleasure as always to having you on. And it doesn't mean I won't root for your team as long as they're not playing one of my teams. Copy?
Hey, but I want you to do one thing for me.
Yeah, brother.
I see your pennant up there on your wall. You got the Patriots and the Rams. You got the Chiefs and the Niners. You got to think about Shady and Brady together. Put the Eagles and the Patriots up there now.
Okay, I'll do that. Now, you know I had All-Star up there for you, so you can't say I ain't showing your team.
I appreciate the love and appreciate that shirt and hat you got on tonight.
Kobe Bryant. Salute to Kobe Bryant. Like I said, I got the Clippers to win it all, but my heart is telling me right now that the Lakers are going to win it. I know it's contradicting myself, but I speak my mind, and I'm not going to sit here and act like the Clippers are going to win it if I'm not feeling that right now. I think the Lakers are going to win it all. And plus LeBron's chase, you know, he's ring chasing and all that stuff. I just think they win. Kobe dying, it'll probably help them from the basketball guards. It's just everything is just looking Lakers unless they don't finish the season. All right, Chuck?
I got you. Great show. I'll talk to you soon.
Likewise. Stay up, Big Chuck. Appreciate you, bro.
All right.
Okay. All right, guys. That was it. Another hour of the open sessions. Tony Brown, I tried calling you multiple times. You didn't pick up, and you called too early. So hopefully we can set you up next week. But like I'm saying, guys, every Tuesday, 15 quickest minutes. Every Friday, open sessions. I'm here to set this platform to bring all the hood cats to give us something. Because we don't got something but all that ESPN stuff. We ain't got to do that no more. I got all the liquid for y'all. I promise y'all. And the guys I got on my team, y'all going to see that when shit get real, it's going to get more real. Because I got a team of dudes that's hungry and ready to give y'all all the liquid y'all need. And with that, I love y'all. Thank y'all. Al York Sports. Until Tuesday. One love, y'all.